Today I have the review of the new Olight H1R Nova. My good friends at Olight asked if I'd like to try the H1R Nova on the right, and I said of course I would. I'd previously reviewed the H1 Nova and really have been liking it. That's here on the left. The H1 Nova is a small CR123 powered light. I happen to be running this with some third-party RCR 123s, and I really like it. It is not USB rechargeable, as you can see. However, that is one of the big differences with the H1R Nova, is that it is magnetic rechargeable. Like so many other Olights, it uses the magnetic dock that Olight's known for, and it just magnetically connects and will begin charging. And I'll go over that more here later. So you might be asking, what's the difference between these two lights? And forgive me if you see these two lights move on their own. Both are magnetic. They will not connect. They are opposing magnets. So they want to stick to each other, but they also want to push away from each other. So, a couple of differences between the two. The H1R, the light on the right, which is new, is slightly brighter. It's about 100 lumens brighter in turbo mode. The H1R packaging ditches the nice Olight box instead for a pouch. I really like the zippered box and kind of wish Olight would have included it as well, but I imagine that was a cost differential since the rechargeable is a little bit more money. There is a included Olight RCR 123 battery, and this one has 650 milliamps. It is a customized battery, which means that it's got positive and negative here, and that's how Olight does their charging. Batteries do go in with the plus side up, and it's hard to see here, but you can barely see there's a indicator on the inside of the barrel that shows that. And then you get the tail cap, which is how it goes on. I have read that Olight may offer this tail cap for the H1 to allow you to put this magnetic charging cable on, which they do thread. So in theory, you could turn your H1 Nova into an H1R minus the LED changes. So far, this isn't being available, so I won't go into that, but I've read that it may be in the future. The H1 came with this blue head strap, and it's a soft material, but I've noticed that the one the H1R comes with is just a little bit softer. They're the same design effectively, just different colors, and must be just a slightly different material. They're both very comfortable, nice and stretchy. You won't have any trouble with them. I really like the fit and feel of them, and they're really comfortable. They're easily bendable. They're a nice head strap. You can use other batteries in the H1R, just a normal CR123. But the big benefit is of this being rechargeable, so it might be best to use the Olight batteries, so you do get that benefit that you have paid additional for. The pocket clip here is this pretty standard Olight pocket clip, and it is removable. It is tough, so it won't come out off accidentally. The tail cap is magnetic, and it's a strong magnet. I've got a Spyderco knife here, Delica, and it's really tight. I can move this quite a bit, and the light's not moving at all. This would really hang from a vehicle or something really easily. The LED in the H1R is a Cree XM-L2 LED, and this one happens to be neutral white. My original H1 Nova was a cool white, and you really can't tell with the video lights I've got set up here, but it is a nicer color. I didn't really know what I was missing till I've had some more neutral lights, and I kind of get what people are talking about now with neutral lights being just rendering colors nicer and better. Cool white to me still isn't bad, but neutral white is a upgrade. The lenses between the two are identical. No differences there. It's a dimpled plastic, and with a center point that's raised out just a little bit. I'll turn it a little bit and you can see. The button on the top is also the same. It's a push button. and flush mount. I do recommend, if you're going to EDC this, to definitely use the lockout. It's pretty easy for that top button to get pressed in your pocket if you were going to use the pocket clip. In your pocket, it's probably not quite as bad, but still, lockout is a great mode. Here are the stats, and this is where things get a little bit confusing. That 600 lumens is only for 3 minutes, and then the light bumps down to 180 lumens for 80 minutes. So people will argue that this isn't a 600 lumen light, and that'd probably be right. At least Olight is honest and tells the truth on this, whereas a lot of light manufacturers don't necessarily say that, don't tell you the step down, whereas Olight does. Honestly, I use the light on medium and high most of the time, depending on what I'm doing. The runtime on the RCR 123s is less than a standard CR 123. So if you're going to use this light for extended period of times, it might not be a bad idea to pack a primary lithium cell with you or an extra rechargeable. So I wanted to do some beam shots here, and it's pretty cold out tonight, so I'm going to do them inside. I've shut off almost all my video lights. So here is the H1R on low mode. I'll just show the different beam patterns. So here it is on low, step up to medium, step up to high, double click for turbo, and you can see the light differences there quite a bit. You can see it's a really floody light, and let me step down at a turbo. So there's high, and I'm about 8 inches, 12 inches off the table. So you can see it's a real floody light, it's even light, and works pretty good. So here's lockout mode, and you know it's in lockout mode because it'll just flash quickly when you push the button. To get it out of lockout mode, you press and hold, flashes, and now you've got your regular Olight modes again. You can see the nice fade in and fade out, what I was talking about. As you can see, the R on the left is just a little bit longer than the normal H1, and that's due to the recharging system. The box I'll roll in a picture of is pretty nice. It's a nice retail box. Not really much different there. So a little bit about the recharging. It's still the same, but I'll go ahead and demonstrate it. So you've got the magnetic Olight cradle here, and this works with both versions of the Olight charging system. This one is included in the box. When it is plugged in, you get a green LED. The green LED shows that the light is fully charged. If it was charging, it'd be red. I can turn on the light and use the light while charging. That's kind of a nice feature that not all rechargeable LED lights do. Other than that, there's really not that much difference between these two. The buttons operate the same, so it does have memory and a slow fade on. I use this when I've been detailing my car here in the winter. My garage just doesn't have that much light, and wearing this headlight lets me free up my hands to finish drying the car and vacuuming out the dark interior. It works really great for that. I don't know that it's quite enough headlight to snow blow with or something like that in the winter, but I have been using this, the H1 in the summertime to move hoses around the yards when it's dark, and it works really well for that. A headlamp is just a really useful tool for any homeowner. The light also has Moonlight Mode, which is just really, really dim. It's 2 lumens. It's really hard to show on camera. Just trust me on that. And then it also has a beacon mode, as you can see here. It has memory and everything like that. It has a slow on-off, which I really like as well. So just a little bit of look at the body of the light, if I can get the camera to focus. Again, it's Olight's great high-quality construction. The strap itself, it goes either direction, either this way or that way. You've got to stretch these silicone rings just a little bit to get it in. And other than that, it's pretty good. So which one should you buy? Should you buy the Olight H1 Nova on the top or the H1R Nova? They're both really similar lights in terms of performance. The H1R has that slight edge for the first 3 minutes. I'm just going to make performance a wash. Personally, I like the recharging capability. I don't use my headlamps for professional setting where I'm using them every day, all day long. When I do use them, I want to be able to use it and not run through a ton of batteries. So being rechargeable allows me to do that. I rarely will need my light for more than 100 minutes at a time. So for me, I can have it on high with the H1R and not have any battery cost. CR123s do cost a little bit more than your average AA or something like that. So for me, the H1R is the winner. In this case, it happens to also be neutral white, which for me is a winner as well. I wish it came with a zippered case because I find that's a really nice way to store it. So I'll probably swap my two cases around so I can have the H1R in the zippered case and the H1 in the pouch. I think I'll end up putting the H1 in my vehicle. And in case I need a light under my hood, that magnetic portion would be really handy. I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I have more flashlight reviews and knife reviews on the way soon. Thank you.